this. We have looked. Can you confirm if you're able to hear me? Can you confirm if you're able to hear me so that we proceed? Kindly confirm. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Thank you. So we proceed. I've said in a Fisher's approach, this is the formula that he presents. It is important that you're able to remember this formula and what it represents, right? And therefore, one of the examples that is given here, of course, it is important to mention this, that according to Fisher and his colleagues, the transaction demand for money is dependent on 3 factors, and one is the total number of transactions in the economy, which is represented by T. Number 2 is the average price level, represented by P. And number 3 is the transaction velocity of circulation of money, which is represented by V. Can we write this example? Can we write this example very fast? Write this illustration very fast. Suppose the quantity of money is 5,000 in an economy. Suppose the quantity of money is 5,000 in an economy. The velocity of circulation is 5. The velocity of circulation of money is 5. Do we have, what do you mean you can't see? Good people, you can't see this. So mass issues today. Can you see it now? Can you see this now? Can we see this now? Good. Then write it very fast. Write it very fast so that we deal with it. Giving you 1 minute. Are we through? Are we through with writing this? Are we through? Good, thank you. And therefore, the demand for money will be given by this formula. Remember, this is simply the formula that we've just seen here, where we have said that MV is equals to PT, and M stands for the quantity of money in circulation, right? And therefore, we say that demand for money is equals to price times the transaction over velocity. And that the average price, again, if you make it the subject of the formula, it will be equal to MV over T. Therefore, at the equilibrium, because we say at the equilibrium, the demand for money will be equal to money supply. Then this can still hold when we replace MD with MS, which means demand and supply. At the equilibrium, we have said demand is equals to the supply of money. And therefore, at that equilibrium, again, we are able to see that the price will be equal to the money that is in supply multiplied by the velocity divided by T, right? And therefore, applying this in our setup here, we've been told the quantity of money in an economy that is the money that is in supply, right? It is 5,000. The velocity is 5. But the total output transacted is 250,000 units, which is our T. And therefore, if you replace this here, you get P is equals to the money that is in supply, 5 million, right? Multiplied by velocity, which we have seen is 5, divided by the transactions, which we have seen 250. And therefore, you get that the price in that market or in that economy is 100 shillings per unit. It is 100 shillings per unit. I hope that is clear. Simple calculations. Now, if holding other things constant, the quantity of money is doubled in that economy. That is, it is increased to 10,000. If it is increased to 10,000, the quantity is increased to 10,000. Can we calculate the price of money? Very fast. Do that on your own. Assume that other things remaining constant, the quantity of money has been doubled to 5,000. The quantity of money has been doubled to 5,000. Calculate those figures. Calculate the price. If we double the price of, if we double the quantity of money, calculate the price. It becomes 200, right? It becomes 200. It becomes 200. And therefore, I want to assume, well, the assumption is this 200 per unit. Thank you, Katima. The assumption here is that in case any value in this formula is changed, then you should be able to calculate any other value that will be required of you to calculate. That is the assumption, that you should be able to calculate any other value that you're required to do what? To calculate using that formula. Good. We therefore see that according to the theory of money, price level, the price level, if you look at it, the price level varies directly with the proportion of the quantity of money. That if it is increased, quantity is increased, the price does what? The price does increase, just as we have seen. We have increased money from 5,000 to 10,000. The price has gone from 100 to 200, which means doubling the amount of money will lead to a double the price level. And therefore, since the changes of quantity of money are assumed to be independent or autonomous of the price level, it means that the changes in quantity of money becomes the what? The causes of the changes in the quantity in terms of price level. Simply put, illustration number 5. This is number 3. Can we write that this illustration very fast because of the limitation of our Zoom time? Write this very fast. Write this very fast. Write that very fast. write that very, very fast so that we continue. Write that very fast. Are we through? Are we through? through? Are we through? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. And therefore, simply again, this is an application of formula. I don't think we need to spend a lot of time here. MD, which is demand for money, is equals to 1.2 Y, and Y is the income, national income minus 150 I. And therefore, this is simple. Application would be very simple. We substitute these factors. We know our MD, we know our Y. We've been told compute the demand for money when income is 8,000 million dollars, and the interest is 10%. Interest is the I. And therefore, if we substitute that here, 800 million minus 150 times I, we should be able to get something like this. So demand for money is 81,000 $8,100 million. That would be our demand for money in such a case. Right? B is asking us when the interest rate declines to 4. So it has come from 10 to 4. And therefore, we just have to substitute that in the formula. We just have to substitute that in the formula for us to be able to get 9,000. You can confirm if that is what you're getting. Confirm if that is what you're getting. That if you substitute that, if the rate of interest declines to 4%, then the demand increases to $9,000 billion. Confirm if that is what you're getting. Confirm if that is what you're getting. Very, very fast. That is what you're getting. Good. And therefore, what that means is that at a lesser rate of interest, the demand for money, the demand to hold money is more. So which means the less the rate of interest, the more the demand for money, right? For transaction purposes. Good, we tackle part C. It had 3 parts. If the interest rate hikes or rises to 16%, what will be the demand for money? Again, we substitute where we have I, we put 16. We should be able to get 72. 7,200. Can you confirm if that is what you're getting? Can you confirm if you're getting 7,200? Just confirm if you're getting 7,200. You substitute that. Good, that's what you're getting. And therefore, again, what that means is that the lesser the rate of interest, the higher the higher the rate of interest, the less amount of money will be holding. If the rate of interest goes high, we don't want to hold that money in our hands because we can probably invest it elsewhere. Therefore, I want to hope that is clear. I am not sure how many minutes are remaining, but I want to mention something about the Cambridge cash balance approach. The Cambridge cash balance approach. I want to mention something about the Cambridge cash balance approach. And this theory, again, was put forward by people we call Cambridge economists. Remember, we said that in economy, we have different schools of thought. And therefore, once you come up with your school of thought and you're able to prove that this is what happens, then you can either align with the Cambridge, you can align with the classical, you can align with the Keynesian, right? Different schools of thought. And therefore, the Cambridge cash balance approach differs from that one of Fisher, the one that we have looked at. It differs from the transaction approach given by Fisher, in that it places this one Cambridge cash balance places the emphasis on the function of money as a medium of exchange. There's a problem there, as a medium of exchange. And this is function of money as a general purchasing power over the period of time between the sale of goods and services, and the period of time between sale of goods and services, and the period of time that is subsequent to the purchase of goods at a later date. And therefore, the Cambridge focused the analysis on the factors that determine the individual demand for holding cash. Their emphasis is on the factors that could determine the demand for money by individuals for holding that cash. And although they recognize the rate of interest or the current rate of interest, the wealth owned by individuals and the expectation of future prices to determine the demand for money, they believed that these factors remain constant and are proportional to changes in individual income. And therefore, the formula that they gave us looks like this. You say that MD, which is demand for money, is equals to KPY, where Y, of course, remains to be national income. P are the average prices in the economy. Y is we've already seen that. And K is the proportion of nominal income that people want to hold as cash balances. And therefore, here we are recognizing that not all money, even as individuals hold money, not all of it, you have less than 10 minutes, not all of it will be held in form of cash. Other money can be invested, right? And therefore, here we are saying that the demand for money is that proportion that you want to hold as cash, in form of cash, multiplied by the price of money in the economy and the amount of national income that we have. I'm not sure whether we have an example here. Yeah, we have an example. And we can write this example and see whether we are able to sort it out. Let us write this example. Write this example. Suppose money supply in cash and the bank deposit is 20,000. And the total annual income, the total annual national income is 10,000 units. The goods or income which the community wants to hold in money, that is cash, is 1/5 of the total. And that is the proportion. The proportion that they want to hold is 1/5 of the total. Calculate the nominal value of national. Calculate the nominal value of national income. Calculate the nominal value of national income. Therefore, in this case, we have demand, right? Money that is in supply. Remember, we say that equilibrium, money demanded is the same as money supplied, right? And therefore, with these two, then it means that we have money supply, which is 20, right? Which should be equal to K, which is 1/5, multiplied by the price or the prices in the economy, or the value of nominal income, then multiplied by Y, multiplied by Y, which is 10,000. Then if we do that, we should be able to know that P, the price is 10, right? And if the price is 10, what you are asked to calculate here is the nominal value of national income. What is the nominal value of the national income? And therefore, that nominal value will be equal to the income in terms of unit multiplied by the price that we have gotten here, which gives us what? 100,000, which gives us 100,000. Kindly confirm if that is okay. Kindly confirm if that is okay. Confirm if that is okay. Yes, sir. Do we still have time? I think our time is gone, eh? Our time is gone. Our time is gone. I therefore want to hope that you are able to confirm if you are able to hear me, please. Confirm you are able to hear me. Yes, we do. Now, I want to hope that we are able to calculate that it will not be a much, it will not be a big deal for you to be able to calculate that, right? And I'm very sorry for the inconveniences that have been here today. It's not calmly for any of us. It is not good. It doesn't feel right to keep on interrupting the lesson. I can only hope that you've been able to get the concept that we have presented and the different approach. And from here, remember, we are going to see different other approach to different issues, be it money and prices. What do the Cambridge, what do the classical, what do the Keynesian say about them, right? We are going to see all that going forward. And I want to hope that today's lesson is well understood. I'll be posting these notes together with the audio, right? In case there is any question, then we can raise it. In case there is any question, we can raise it. The other thing is I'm going to post an assignment, right? I'm going to post an assignment that I expect to be submitted before our next class. I hope that is all. That is okay. I hope that is okay. If there is nothing else, I would wish to stop there. And since it will not be possible for us to have our normal discussion, discussion forum, I want to hope that you utilize the remaining minutes to look at the assignment. I think I'll send the assignment again via, I'm not sure either I'll be able to post it. I will either post it if I'm able to post it. If I'm not able to post it, I'll send it via your class reps or your representatives, right? But it will later be posted once the system is okay so that you can respond to it there. Is that all right? Is it okay? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, it is. Thank you, Gatima. So we put an end there, and hopefully next time the system will be okay for all of us. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.